Hey, crypto family. So it's going to be a good video today. It's going to be a technical analysis video. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, the total market cap chart, total market cap excluding Bitcoin, Solana, and Near, as well as some indicators and some possibilities to where I think the market is going from here. So first things first is the close of the weekly candle for Bitcoin. That's big news for today. So as you know, it closed green for the first time in 9 weeks. It was closing red 9 times in a row. So it's great to see, but again, this could very easily be a bull trap. So that's something you need to keep in mind. Going to be looking at both sides here, but the 3 indicators I have on the chart is the whales buy sell indicator by CryptoScripts. That's another one of my accounts on TradingView. If you aren't following me, it's CryptoScripts. You can see you have over 780 followers on here. Go and give me a follow. It's where you can access these indicators as well. But I also have the Fu Manchu indicator. It's a free indicator. I highly recommend it. The B with divergences. And then also the RSVP extractor indicator, another one that I'm making. And basically, I just want to outline a couple things here. So I have a lot of support resistance lines here drawn, but I want to focus on the whales buy sell indicator. You have a buy signal here, as well as a green dot on the VMC indicator. And both of those combined, you can see it made a great signal for the buy, and then it caught the top of Bitcoin for the sell, as well as a red dot and the sell signal on the whales buy sell, and it caught all of that sell. You can see even caught another one at 43,000 as well. So right now what we're looking at is this green dot here on the VMC indicator, now waiting for that buy signal from the whales buy sell to actually solidify that buy and possibly continue this bullish move up to about 37,000. So you can see there's this trend line I drew on the weekly chart for Bitcoin. And right now it's intersecting at about 37,000. It would match. It did bounce off good support here at that 28.8 level. And again, the below indicator here, the RSVP extractor, it did have multiple rocket signals and finally closing out of that, meaning we are getting some positive momentum as well. So that's what I'm looking at here. We also do have the trend line here on the weekly. So you can see a lot of good support here below around that 28.8 level. But I am expecting us to possibly push to the upside and strive for this 35 to 37,000 level. Again, take profits along the way if you have bought some altcoins, because we could very, very easily break to the downside. Again, we're still in a bear market. This isn't switched over. It's just one day of bullish action. You know how easily people can switch narratives. So definitely be careful on that for Bitcoin, but that's what I'm looking at right now. The big support level being about 29,000. If it falls from there, next support obviously being 20,000. And there are some liquidations for longs around the 23 to 25 level, which I will talk about towards the end of this video. But resistance, again, 37 to 39,000 in the near to midterm. Next, looking at Ethereum here. So again, Ethereum with these indicators, the self signal on the whales buy sell with the big red dot on the VMC. And you can see it did call that sell, and it got you all the way from 3,500 all the way to the low of 1,750, okay? Then the bullish signal here, the buy signal with the green dot, and that got you in at about 2,500, rode it all the way up to over $4,500. So again, this combination does work with Ethereum as well, and a lot of altcoins. But right now what I'm looking at on the weekly chart for Ethereum is we did have some resistance right now. It's just above for Ethereum, so Ethereum's not looking as good as Bitcoin is right now. You can see resistance is right around that $1,900 level, and then we do have daily resistance at around 2,150. This weekly trend line resistance here, it's going to intersect probably around, call it 2,500. So again, Ethereum still has a long ways to go. Personally, for me, I'm thinking Ethereum may get rejected soon, and then possibly going all the way down to around $1,400. I believe a lot of people are looking at this level as well. So if you are looking at putting bids, I would definitely start around this $1,400 level and then layer there all the way down to $800. But if we do break above this resistance, I'm looking at the short to midterm target of Ethereum at about 2,150, okay? You can expect some people to take some profits because, again, this is where we did fall and it hit support on January 24th. And then since then, it broke down and acted as resistance, okay? So this 2150 level is a big level of resistance for Ethereum. So again, look for that if you are looking to long this and hold it to that position. Next, talking about the total market cap chart. So I love looking at these charts because, again, it gives you an overall view of the market. That's exactly what it is. It's a consolidated view of the market. And you can clearly see here, the whales buy sell indicator called the sell on the weekly with the big red dot on the VMC. And then from there, you actually got a big sell on the total market in general on November 15th. Okay, so that really got you in a good position there. Now, again, we do have this green dot wanting to form on the VMC indicator we are waiting for that buy signal for the whales buy sell before we can get into that, okay? Because it did call it back here on July 26th. It called that nice long all the way to the upside. So waiting on that right now, but you can see there is some good support on the weekly at around this $1.19 trillion level. So again, if this does hold, that will bring the whole market up, right? So that's what we're looking for here. And the big thing here I want to point out is on the RSVP extractor, we did get 2 rockets, and now we have closed that, and those have confirmed, and now we are going to the upside. So this is a big thing I'm looking at right here, because you can see if you scroll back, there are no rocket signals on the RSVP since 2015 on the total market cap chart. So that's something big I'm actually looking at right now, and something I believe will have a big effect. Hopefully we can hold this and continue pushing forward. Now, looking at the total market cap chart, which is total 2, that actually excludes Bitcoin, you can see here that this combination of indicators doesn't work as well on this chart, but still, we did have that support level around this $615 billion mark for altcoins, and right now we are pushing up to this resistance of about 690, okay? So still could have some bullish action for altcoins right now. Again, you are looking at this green dot on the VMC and waiting for that buy signal from the whales buy sell after that, and then again, the rocket signals have confirmed there, but we are still waiting to continue to the upside to close out of this. So not as confident here on this, but again, still some bullish signals on that. Now, last but not least is the NEAR and Solana chart. So Solana's been doing really well, actually. It has been bouncing nicely. It's kind of funny because a lot of people were looking for a bottom at Solana near, possibly at $23 level or even $14, because I've seen a lot of people post about that. And we may not even get there, right? So the market could turn at any second. It does what people least expect. So on this chart on the weekly, there was some support, at $37. It wasn't as strong, but it was some support. So it did bounce off of that. And we do have these rocket signals as well. Still waiting to confirm after it closes to the upside. But again, waiting for that green dot as well. But one of the big things is actually the bullish divergence. So on the VMC indicator, you do see this bullish divergence, this green line here. That's what that is on the 4-day. And we actually also have the bullish divergence. You can see more clearly on the 3-day. So that is some big things I'm going off of right now for Solana. I did buy some here. I bought some NEAR as well. I do think we see a bounce. I've seen a couple charts posted. People thinking we're going to get around this $59 to $60 level. I can definitely see that. But again, midterm right now, what we got to overcome is this 42.50 level where it did hit resistance. And then after that, we have that big weekly resistance around $48, okay? So all the way resistance back in May of 2021. That's what we're looking at here. So definitely watch out for that. If you do have Solana right now, again, layer out. You don't want to be too risky here. Again, full disclaimer, these are all spot positions. I am not leverage trading this right now. If you do leverage trade, I highly recommend 5x or below, okay? You do not want to go any higher than that, especially in this volatile market. But next support for Solana, if it does break this 37 level, the big support we're going to be looking at is around this 24 level, okay? And then after that, that 14, and then finally $5. So if you want to DCA down, definitely do that, but please set your stops if you do have Solana. And then NEAR is another one. Again, it did perform really well in bull markets, and especially on reversals. So right now, it's about 555. I did buy some of this about 550. And looking at the weekly chart here, it did have a nice bounce, that weekly support of about 460. Still waiting on the green dot here. It looks like could be another week or two from the VMC indicator, but RSVP extractor did print these rockets, and it looks like they have confirmed now. So definitely could see a good reversal to the upside here. So that's what I'm looking for right now on NEAR. I do have some. I think it will continue to perform well because it hasn't quite risen as much as some other altcoins today. So I do think we still have some more in the tank. So again, if you want to purchase any of these indicators, specifically the whales buy sell or the RSVP extractor, follow me, CryptoScripts, and I do have send me a DM or on Twitter, CryptoScripts1. That's my Twitter handle. DM me on either of those, and I will answer you with that. The VMC indicator is free, so just search VMC or Vu Manchu, and then Cypher B there is the free indicator there. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I explained everything as clearly as I could. I know it's a lot of info, but I really want to give you as much as I could. And also, actually, I almost forgot, is the short liquidations, or the long liquidations, sorry. There is a lot of longs between that 23 to 29,000 level, okay? And these are where, possibly we could see another downside. So liquidity, market makers, they want to grab as much as they can. And, you do have a lot of licks here that you can get. So keep that in mind. This could be a bull trap. always secure your profits, set your stops. Do not go all in and with no stop loss. Please don't. I've seen it happen way too many times. So again, just another perspective you can look at versus the bullish case that I've talked about. So with that, again, you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.